Hello and welcome to Last Week in Finance. Today is July 18th of 2021. Let's start with the S&P 500 and went down almost 1% for the week, 4,327 points right now. The S&P actually started good the week, a little bit bullish, same old routine. Start going on until Wednesday. Wednesday, all the mumbo jumbo, the news took it down a little bit, and by Friday it was a Friday afternoon. It was some sell-off and dragged down to -1% for the week, give or take. The DXY, the US dollar index, got stronger for the week, slightly 0.63% up for the week. Right now, the DXY still trading in this range between 90 and 93. Right now, it's at 92.71. Gold, flat for the week, slightly up, barely 22 basis points for the week. Right now, the ounce of gold is at $1,812. Although silver, small sell-off on the silver market, down almost 2% for the week. Right now, the ounce of silver is at $25.70. Also, copper down. So many of the commodities had a huge sell-off. Well, not that huge, but an important sell-off. Copper down almost 1%, 83 basis points right now. Right now, the pound of copper is at $4.30. Remember that a few months ago, copper was poised to reach the $5 threshold. It didn't happen, and we don't know it's gonna happen right now. It's not the trend. Actually, it's testing a support on the low $4. Crude oil had a huge sell-off, over 4% down for the week. Right now, the barrel of crude oil is at $71.45 according to the crude oil continuous contracts. So keep that in mind. Now, the funny thing is the 10-year still with this huge movement. Uh, the 10-year also down, the yield of the 10-year Treasury bond down almost 7% for the week. Right now, the yield is at 1.294%. It's been something wacky is going on the debt market, especially on the Treasury yields. So keep keep your eyes open for that. And Bitcoin, I mean, it's been a couple of crazy weeks, not only because the 10-year is having these swings, these huge swings, like it's crypto, and Bitcoin with small movements for the past 4 or 5 weeks or so, and Bitcoin went down 3.29%. I mean, that's nothing for for Bitcoin standards. Right now, Bitcoin is around 32,000 per Bitcoin, been in that let's say support or a little bit over 30,000. Also, Ether had a huge sell-off, almost 7% for the week. Right now, Ether is at $1,900 per Ether, and we will see maybe crypto, at least the big ones, are testing a new support, and they're gonna go up to the moon. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with crypto. Okay, we had a new jobless claims reports for the week. It was shadowed by something else that we're gonna talk about right now, but first with the jobless claims. 360K for the week. That's a new pandemic low since all the madness started on March 2021. And actually, that 360K was the estimate of Dow Jones. So they were on the target this week. Although The continuous claims, the people who keep doing the jobless claims, they get turned down, start again, went down minus 126,000. And right now, these continuous claims are around 3.24 million people still trying to get hooked with the jobless claims. Remember, 3.2 million is high, but starting the pandemic, at some point it reached the 20 million. So keep that in mind. Of course, also we had news of the New York manufacturing indexes. They went up. New York manufacturing. Apparently, they're thinking of rehiring people, and also it's a bullish sentiment right now for New York main industries. So, well, good news of that. Although the big news of the week is the new consumer price index report that is going to the moon. Right now, the new reading year over year, it was 5.4%, and everyone went crazy with that. It's the highest reading of the CPI in 13 years. You know what happened 13 years ago? Yeah, that thing, a little thing called the GFC. Well, that. Uh, Excuse me. Now, that was on Wednesday, and then, and let me finish with the CPI. Around 34% of the CPI movement was on used cars and used trucks. So I mean, so we can debate if it's the supply chain of the Fed just printing money, creating new bank reserves. So it's a big debate on that, but supply chain has contributed a lot to these high CPIs that we had in the past few months. That was on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we had the production price index with a huge rise. It was a 10-year high of 7.3% year over year. So, excuse me. So we had that, and also we had the PPI. So inflation to the moon. We don't know what's going to happen. And a lot of people who were quote unquote deflationistas now they are on an inflation camp. Famously, this famous analyst of the dollar, the milkshake man, Brent Johnson, said on Twitter on Friday that right now he's on inflation camp. And you can blame that man because, I mean, inflation is high. Now, how high it's gonna get, how high it's gonna keep the inflation, acceleration, that is the big question. Although, now for the deflationist camp, we also have lumber prices that hit a 1 year low, five $536 per 1,000 board feet is the lowest price in 1 year. Remember, those prices a few months ago were close to 1,800. Right now it's at 500. It's a 30% down for the week and a 60% down from the 3 months prior. So lumber, apparently the supply chain issue with lumber, it's getting together, it's resolving, and according to uneducated economists, we will see lower lumber prices on the retailers like Home Depot and such. Now, what we have right now is a real estate market that is white hot in Miami. I don't want to keep with the national thing that is a bubble and that because I didn't get something new, but I get some readings on Miami Beach. 60% higher than Q1 in Miami Beach on units sold. 2,500 new units were sold on Miami Beach. The average per unit is at 635,000 per unit on Miami Beach, 2 million per single family homes, 2 million, over 2 million, and 540,000 for condos. So Miami, it's quite hot for new buyers. Of course, we have the mortgage-backed securities prop in the market, so keep that in mind with the real estate market. That'll be all for the week. Thank you for listening, and we will see each other next week. Bye bye. Take care.